Hello to my scientists of all ages. This is Mrs. Aquilia with another fun science activity that you can try at home. You don't need a whole lot of supplies. All you need is 4 cups of water, clear cups, 3 empty clear cups, some food coloring, and some paper towels. And I highly suggest using a big tray for this activity. You will thank me later. So I'm going to start by taking these cups of water and setting them up. I would like to set them up all in a row, but I don't have enough room for that because what I have to do is have 1 empty cup in between every 2 cups of water. And if I lived in a perfect world, I would have a big enough tray for that, but I don't, so I'm doing it a little bit like zigzaggy. Can you see the zigzagginess of this? Okay. So the name of this activity, you might have heard it called walking water, but I like to call it walking rainbow because it makes it sound a little bit fancier. So I have my 7 cups set up, full cup, empty, full, empty, full, empty, full. Now, what I'm going to be doing is taking some food coloring. I need blue, I need red, and I need yellow. I'm going to put 2 drops of red in this one at the end. 2 drops in this one at the end. Now, I want you to think about anything you've learned about mixing colors. You've probably learned from Mrs. Real, the art teacher, or I don't know, maybe you just know about mixing colors. But what do you know that red and yellow will make if you mix them together? Orange. And what do you know that yellow and blue will make if you mix them together? Green. And lastly, blue and red will make purple. Okay, so keeping that in mind, and we're not even going to mix this up because it mixes by itself. You know what? No, I'm lying. I am going to mix this up. Hold on. Okay, I don't have, oh no, Roxy! Roxy! Get out of my video. Okay, yes, Roxy the cat. Okay, bye. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this up with a plastic knife. Now my dog Melody wants in on the action. Boys and girls, don't use a plastic knife at home unless you have supervision, and don't hold it from this end. I'm not being a very good example right now. Okay, so I have my red cup of water. Next to the red cup of water, I have my empty cup of water. Well, it can't be empty and have water in it. I mean my clear cup of water, and I'm going to put some yellow food coloring in. Yellow is a lighter color, so I put 4 drops in. And the exact amount of food coloring really doesn't matter. A little bit more, a little bit less, not going to hurt anything. And in the final cup of water, I have blue. Blue tends to be really dark, so I'm only putting in 2 drops. 1, 2. Can you see how cool that looks as it's mixing together? Okay, we don't have time for that. Okay, so now remembering that red and yellow will make orange, and remembering that yellow and blue will make green, and blue and red will make purple. Now we go on to the last step of the activity. And for this, we need paper towels. You know, first I have a question for you. If you spilled water or juice or milk or something, and you needed to clean it up, would you use, I don't know, like a pencil to clean it up? No, of course not. That wouldn't do anything. Would you use a TV remote control? No, that's ridiculous. That's not going to be helpful at all. There are certain things that we can use to absorb liquid. To absorb means to kind of like suck it up, right? Think about if you spill something, you would clean it up with what? A sponge or paper towel or a regular towel, right? We use that to dry when we get out of the bath. So there are certain things that are absorbent. They absorb liquid. They suck it up. But what happens when they become full of the liquid? If I take a sponge and I'm wiping up a spill, as it's soaking up all this water, it's absorbing it, it's eventually going to become full of water and it can't absorb anymore, right? What happens? It would start to drip. Same thing with a paper towel, right? I remember one time I spilled this big cup of water and I tried to wipe it up with one paper towel, but it didn't work because that one paper towel got too wet and then it just started dripping water and I needed to get more paper towels. Okay, so I'm gonna take 6 paper towels. We know that they are absorbent, right? They will soak up, I lost count. They will soak up liquid, all right? So watch what I'm gonna do. Each paper towel, I'm gonna fold it like this, and then I'm gonna fold it like this again. And what I'm gonna be doing with all of these paper towels is I'm gonna be putting one end in a cup of colored water and the other end in an empty cup. So look at this empty cup. Right now it's empty, but I'm gonna be putting this paper towel in here in the red water and then in here. Think about what's gonna happen. This is going to absorb the red water. Now before I do that, I'm also gonna have a paper towel in here, right in the yellow water and in the empty cup. This one is going to absorb the yellow water. But these paper towels at some point are going to be absorbing so much liquid that they can't hold anymore. So what's going to happen? It's going to start coming out of the paper towel and into this empty cup. So if we have a paper towel absorbing red water and a paper towel absorbing yellow water, what color do you think is going to start to fill up this cup once the paper towels can't hold anymore? Huh? Orange. Then we're going to have a paper towel in the yellow going into this empty cup and a paper towel in the blue going into this empty cup. If we have the yellow and the blue dripping into this cup, what color do you think we're going to see in that cup? It's Roxy likes to go in the closet. It's going to be green water, right? And then we're going to do the same thing over here. And what are we going to end up with here? If we have blue water and red water, purple. So I'm going to start getting this set up. And I don't know if you can see, maybe you can zoom in on this. This is already turning red. It's already soaking up all of this water. And if you look at it, can you figure out why this activity is called walking rainbow? If we sat here and watched it, we would see that the red liquid is absorbed all the way up the paper towel and then all the way down this side of the paper towel. And it would kind of look like it's walking. So I'm going to be folding these paper towels. And I'm going to be setting this up. And now some of you older scientists might think this is a little bit babyish. But just because this is a very easy activity doesn't mean it's babyish. Because the results end up looking really, really cool for scientists of all ages. So now, I don't know if you've ever watched a cooking show on the Food Network or something, and a lot of the time what they do is you see them cooking something because they want to teach you how to do it and they want to explain it as they're going, just like I'm doing here. But we don't have time to sit around all day and wait for their food to cook because sometimes it can take a long time. So what they do is they show you how to do everything, But because we don't have all day to sit around and wait to see the finished delicious food they're making, let's say they're making a cake, right? We don't have all day to sit there and wait for it to bake. What they will do is after they finish setting it up and showing you how to do it, they will whip this beautiful already baked cake out of the oven and show you what it's going to look like. I've done the same thing, but don't get excited, I don't have cake for you. So this experiment will take a while because it will take a while for all of the colors to be absorbed and to start to fill up these cups. So what I did was I set one of these up earlier so that I could show you the finished product. Behold the walking rainbow. And everything I told you would happen is what happened. We started with the red water and the yellow water. And look at this. I don't know if you can tell because it's a little bit dark orange, but this is orange. It's not as red as the red. We have the yellow water and we have the blue water, and it made this pretty color green water. And in fact, we have some purple water in this cup. So boys and girls, this is exactly how we do the walking rainbow activity, fun for scientists of all ages. So please keep doing these activities and these experiments of the week. I'll be doing another experiment of the week later in the week. Keep sending me videos and photos. I love watching you do this. Stay safe, enjoy everything I'm asking you to do, and I hope to see you soon.